How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here. So today, as you can probably tell from the title of the video, we're going to be ripping the interior out of this truck. Now, I don't know how far deep I'm going to go into it. I guess I'll just kind of play it by ear today. I know for a fact I'm going to be taking the front seats out, maybe the back seats, and possibly the headliner. I don't know how brave I'm feeling. We'll see down the road. But first, let's get a cold start on the truck. Yeah, that'll do. Since this door handle's busted, you have to roll down the window to undo the door, then roll it back up, and then turn the truck off. So that'll definitely need to be fixed. Runs pretty good. So if you guys have been following along with the channel, this is obviously my 1997 F250 with a 7.3 Powerstroke in it. A couple things I forgot to mention when I did the walk around last week is it's never had any hard towing in its life because it's never had a trailer hitch before. You can only see remnants of maybe a ball here for the bumper, but no serious towing whatsoever. That's kind of rare for these Powerstrokes. That's kind of why people buy them. But I'm probably going to install one of those. So first thing I did was remove the negative battery terminals on both these batteries. I'm going to be having the doors open all day, so I don't want the battery draining. I've never had to jump start a diesel before, but I could probably imagine that it's not a whole lot of fun. So this is going, this is going. After taking a deeper look into this seat, I found out that it's only just 2 bolts holding this in, and then I guess I'll find out how to remove that when I get to it. But all you have to do is just pull up on this. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. This will actually fold flat, and this will fold down, and you have your own little bench back here. It's pretty neat. And I'm already finding money, so this truck is starting to pay for itself. Let's get started. So first, I'm gonna get these seats. It's a 15 millimeter. I'll bet you they're really on there tight. Gosh, that is so gross. Ugh. There we go. Last piece. Just straight up and out. I don't want to tear the carpet any. This seat had 2 on each side, 2 15 millimeter bolts or nuts on either side. I already got them loosed up. I don't think you want to see me struggling with a bolt in this entire video. Alright, so almost done. This was the last part of the seats. 2 13 millimeter bolts on both sides. I've never removed one of these seats before, so it should just pop up like that, fold down and out, and it does. So in order to get this out, I kind of just had to press these two pieces of plastic against each other, kind of squeeze them through that door panel, and it worked out. No cracks. It's in good shape. The door handle, on the other hand, is exactly what I expected. Everything in here is fine. The handle's perfectly screwed down there, but it looks like someone tried to weld this back together. You can see remnants of weld wire. There's a huge gaping hole here, a couple cracks, and there's a better look of what this guy tried to do, someone in the past. So I'll have to be making another reinforcement plate. This is exactly what I did to the white old body style truck. Alright, decided to take a break from the interior and spray paint these windshield washer arms, windshield wiper arms. Say that 10 times in a row. Just have a little bit of rust reformer paint because there's some rust on it, and I'll show you the before and after of what it looks like. Pretty straightforward. That actually looks 100 times better. I say that a lot on this channel, but it's true. Moving right along, I decided to take the grill off the truck as well. And this is one of my favorite modifications you can do to an old body style truck, because the paint fades after all those years sitting in the sun and in the heat. And all it takes really is just maybe an hour's worth of taping all the chrome off and a $2 can of spray paint, and it really does transform the look of this grill. This is the third time I've done this in about 2 years, and every single time I do it to an OBS Ford, I'm always happy with the results. And all this is just paint and primer, a flat black color. That way the chrome will stand out more than the paint itself. I did this to the white Ford I restored 6 months back, or 3 months. Really happy with it. And there it is, all finished up. It looks so much better. I know I got a little sidetracked. I'm basically working on the interior in this video, but do it now, do it later, had to get done. Just the minor details that really make a difference on these trucks. So now, I gotta get to vacuuming. On to upholstery cleaning. I'm not going to show you everything because it's kind of boring. I'm just going to fast forward through a lot of it, but I am going to show you how dirty this water is when I'm all done. So this foam had come apart at some point. A lot of these OBS Fords have this type of problem. So I sprayed it all down with some Goo Gone, and now I'm having to scrape it off with a scraper. Really gross. So after getting all that foam off with a scraper and some Goo Gone, there was still this plastic backing that was impossible to get off just with a scraper alone. So I got this heat gun, and it's going to loosen up that adhesive. And it should just scrape right off, just like that. I told you, everything in this truck is just sticky and gross. That's a lot better. Okay, so got the garage all cleaned up, the seats are all dried, stains have been removed, they're ready to go back in the truck, and I even got the headliner material from Amazon the other day. So this took quite a while, and you can see all the gunk that I got out of these seats. You can see why I wanted to clean the seats first before I did anything else on the truck, because you just were sitting in filth. But now, got to get even more dirty and start working on the carpet. Moving on to the carpet here, you can see there's a bunch of coffee stains and a bunch of other junk. I don't know, there's probably just a bunch of dirt embedded in the carpet. Some stains in the corners. That's probably rust right where that screw goes. So I got this Bissell carpet cleaner and it's done fantastic on other projects in the past, and so I'm just gonna probably do it in sections, probably the first half of the truck first and then go on to the other half while this side is drying. Looks a lot better. These drill brushes really do make a huge difference. All right, all finished up. Now I'm not going to go and say this is perfect because there's a really bad stain there still, a couple on the center hump and one there, but it's a lot better than what it once was. Now that the carpet's done, I'm going to take you back in the garage and wrap up this video, but also show you the next couple of projects I have lined up in the upcoming weeks. So it took about a month to get that carpet all cleaned up and the interior detailed, but it's finally done, and I'm just gonna let that carpet dry for today. I could put the seats in if I wanted to, but it doesn't make any sense if I'm gonna be redoing the headliner next. I'd just be climbing over the seats and they just really be in the way. So that headliner is a 60 by 60 inch, I guess, upholstery headliner material. Got it off Amazon. It was roughly like 35 bucks. It was a pretty good deal. It's not exactly 100% color match to the truck, but I'll show you in next week's video. It's really, really close, and I think it's even gonna look better than what it did before. Also, wanted to give you a little bit of an update on camera equipment. I've been using this omnidirectional microphone for about a year now. I'm constantly having to go front to back, front to back. It's just a big hassle, especially underneath the truck, because it's super tall. It's banging into the frame and other parts, which creates a scratchy audio, as well as this tripod that, I don't even know if you can see that wobble, but every time you go from one hand to the other, it would create that vibration and cause really scratchy, hollow audio for the GoPro, and it defeats the purpose of having a microphone. So I got a really tiny microphone that I'm using right now that I can turn from front to back, and it's really easy to use. Another thing, I got a toolbox for 50 bucks, and I wish I took more footage of this, guys. I think you would have really liked to see this thing get restored. But it had a bad hole in it to start off with, and I had to braze aluminum to cover up that hole, and it's watertight now. I also had to get new shocks. Lastly, I actually had to make my own set of keys for these push button locks. The guy I bought it from didn't have any, so I got some key blanks at the local hardware store. They're roughly like $2 a piece. Disassembled it all the way down to the tumbler, and I had to file down the tumblers and also file down the key, and this is a completely custom fit for these latches, and they both work on both sides. I think you really would have liked to see that, but sadly I didn't film it, so sorry guys. But I also got some Mother's aluminum polish, and it's really gonna look nice on the truck, and you can even see that tiny little microphone that I'm using, as well as a new tripod. But one thing I'm really proud of is this headache rack that I got at the junkyard yesterday, of all places, for only 25 bucks, and it's probably worth more in scrap than what I got it for. So This actually came off of a 1990-ish, a brick nose OBS Ford, I'll say that. Whoever built this, guys, did a really good job. It's 2-inch square tubing with all expanded metal the entire length. And the only thing I want to do to it, two things, is make room for my window, because it's a split window in the back. So I'll probably cut some expanded metal here and here, and maybe put some 1.25 inch or 1.5 inch square tubing posts on either side. And also, these feet are a little short because the toolbox, I think, is 20 inches long, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, don't hold me to it. But just extend these feet out a little bit more, and I'll probably just have to lop those off. We'll see. It's another project for another day. I think I've mentioned this 100 times. Still have this door panel they have to fix. This plastic is broken, so I'll be plastic welding sometime soon. And again, the headliner, I'm going to get right into it right after I turn off this camera. But this light gray material, I think, is going to look really sharp inside the truck. So guys, I really appreciate you sticking with me all this time. I bought this truck, and I've been looking for months for another restoration project, finally finding one. And it's just been one of the worst months I've ever had. Without getting too deep into it, I had health problems. I'm fine now. My family member's up in Seattle in the hospital, and today I woke up by my local police department saying that someone had vandalized my mom's car with graffiti. If you want to see what it looked like, go on my community tab and you'll see the car and what they wrote. But it's just been super hard. So I would just say cherish your family and your loved ones, guys. It's really a treasure. So anyways, thanks so much for watching the channel, guys. Again, really does mean a lot. Hit that like button if you like this video. I have no idea how long it's going to be. But also, if you could, go down in the description below and check out my buddy at James down at Coast OBS, Wesley Johnson's channel, Zane at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, and Jason at Sparks Fire and Baling Wire. They all have their own projects. They do great work, and you won't be disappointed by checking them out. So thanks so much for watching Waddock Productions, guys. I've been rambling on for too long. I gotta go, but I'll see you in the next one. Take care.